Jetstream Sam vs. Metal Gear Ray. Well, it turns out that Desperado had another Metal Gear Ray in the garage purchased before they sent the first one to fight Raiden. That had been modified for some reason to actually fight better than the one that came in after it because this DLC occurred before the events of Metal Gear Rising. Anyway, despite that incongruity in canon, what we got here today is a Ray that can actually present a plausible threat, mostly because the arena it's in is incredibly small for a Godzilla battle, kind of killing the trope before it even starts. The main reason that this fight is more painful than the other Ray battle is since Ray is forced to fight within a constrained space, it replaces its running attack with multiple headbutts that are hard to dodge because it's poorly telegraphed in Sam's parry system. Along with this, it still has its plasma laser attack, but once again, because of the small space, it's incredibly hard to dodge. Overall though, Metal Gear Ray in this case seems to be incredibly stupid. Most of its attacks seem pre-programmed and don't take into account that Jetstream Sam is actually in front of it. It seems more like the entire battle scenario was made previously and spat out at him verbatim just because Armstrong and Monsoon needed another delay. By itself, the battle isn't that difficult since its attacks barely do damage, but when compared to the main game's Ray, it's incredibly difficult since that Ray could not land any attacks being so out in the open. Okay, there's something about this I don't understand. This Metal Gear Ray is happening canonically before the main game's Ray fight, so how did this Ray end up in a huge arena when the one that happened within a garage actually made it deal out some damage? Developers, I know that making new content is difficult and you want to recycle as much as you can from the main game in order to avoid making up new characters, but when you do, could you at least think through your decisions and have them make sense to the story that you've already told? This story doesn't make sense as a prologue to the game because of these continuity errors. Other than that, it's another fight with a recycled asset in a previously used location, which is de rigueur for these DLC packs that act only as another hurdle for Jetstream before he gets to the big baddie, Senator Armstrong, towards his goal for taking down another group threatening the justice of the world. It's still a good fight, but the confined location makes the encounter a scrapping duel rather than the spectacular graphic show-off Godzilla battle because Ray has to make do with the limited space it has to cause damage. But this robot doesn't seem to have any free will ability since the fight seemed pre-programmed without considering Sam in the slightest, meaning that this was a really lazy way for World Marshal to throw up another obstacle to their invader. That being said, here's the final scores for the giant mech doing a disservice to its counterpart for being so boring. So, now we've went from Blade Wolf clone to this titanic train wreck of a recycled asset. Hopefully the final boss of this DLC pack will put up more of a fight than those other two, hopefully be more interesting, and probably be a lot more fun. But we won't know about that until we finally get there. So let's get going through the rest of the HQ building, but before that, I'll leave you all with a victory for gamers as always, and hope to see you there.